Roar! Roar!
Fighting Force for the PSX, which is now featured on the PSN store, or the Go Media store. Now, here's a couple things I like about this game when I was growing up. It was up to 4 players co-op, and you play up to 4 characters, which their names are called Hawk Manson, Ben Smasher, Malice Daniels, Anna McKendrick. You know, all these 4 characters are pretty cool. You know, everyone, you have 4 up your buddies at a time. Just go in there and just smash the place up, which is the whole point of this game. It was a brawler / arena kind of game that you progress through different areas, you beat the crap out of enemies, you moved on with your life. Now, sadly, that spark and that pizzazz in this game is dead, but I'll break into that a little bit closing into this segment. You could battle through 7 expansion levels. Of course, you can grab cars, throw them at people. You can use bazookas, machine guns, bats, you name it. There's like so much stuff you can use to destroy the environment. It was really fun too. Sadly though, Fighting Force 2 was not up to its previous predecessor, which of course made it not as great as the first one. It was still good in its respects. However, I felt like this one was the better one. And the only reason it was great was the fact that you can play up to 4 players with the people and just smash the entire environment. This is what made the game great. It was open, it was creative, it was fun. However, with this download, I felt like it just basically got punched right in the face. Due to the fact that people will probably jump up and down and say, well, you could still play it though, and it's just as fun. Well, it isn't as fun as playing with other people. It gets quite repetitive and boring if you're by yourself in this game, which of course the whole point of the game anyway is up to 4 players is smash the environments. If you miss that fact, you like to play with yourself, that's good for you. You can buy it if you want. However, though, I think this game is not very much worth the purchase versus just buying the game, physical copy, PS1, buying a PlayStation 1 and just playing it like that, or buying a PS2, getting a multi-tap and just having a blast with the game. I'd really recommend picking this game up for the PlayStation 1 versus buying it off the PSN store because of that aspect you cannot actually access up to 4 players. It takes the fun out of it. I don't care what anyone says. I again think this game's fantastic. You know, for its time it had really good graphics, it had really great controls, it had that fun factor that was up the wazoo, up to 4 players. Again, it was just really a fantastic game for its time. Now, people are probably asking what's the whole point of this? Well, Dr. Zhang. He's basically trying to destroy your world, and you gotta basically take him out by destroying all of his thugs and goons. Now, without ruining too much for it, it was a pretty simplistic game, didn't really have much of a storyline, other than the fact you're trying to kill Dr. Dex. That's about it. He's a mad scientist, you just kill him. That's all you gotta do. Again, the game spoke for itself. It had that straight, self-explanatory environment destruction. It had pretty good controls. I mean, what else did you want? However, though, I felt like this game missed a lot on the mark when it comes to multiplayer and multi-tap. This game should have at least activated or gave the player a multiplayer versus and co-op mode thing available for them. It did not, so therefore it just got a humongous chunk of score removed from it. However, I say definitely purchase this for the original console or buy it for one of the consoles out there that had this, like N64, so it'd be worth it more just to go with that route than trying to go with this. Again, it's like $6. It's not a bad price. However, for $6, I would expect to at least play online with people. But, alright folks, hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'll be putting up more very soon.
Hello.